What's going on, you guys? Yeah, what's going on with boxing? We got some things to talk about. Quite a few things to talk about. Salute to everybody in the building. It's been a while since your boy Bushido went live, but we got some things to talk about. Of course, Keith Thurman has a fight with Mario Barrios coming up. Do I hear crickets for Keith? Right? Do I hear just the awkward crows? Do I hear crows in the building for Keith Thurman? It don't seem like there's really no buzz for this fight at all whatsoever. Also, Terrence Crawford reacts to Keith Thurman's little call out, so to speak, right? Now that the WBC is no longer saying that this is a eliminator fight or whatever the rumor was at that time, right? Keith Thurman seems to be kind of bummed out about that whole situation. And he also lied about the glove situation. So yeah, it's been a lot of questionable things with Keith one time Thurman. It's alleged that, well, according to Mario Barrios, when asked, he wanted the regular traditional 10-ounce gloves or whatever, right? I'm going to play the clip in a second once we get some more people in the building. Hit that like button for your boy. Salute to Ronald Finkley. He says Barrios shall not win in nothing but a beat down and stuff. We go see. We go see. Salute to Massachusetts fishing and growing. What's going on? But Keith one time Thurman. Yeah. Wait. What else were we talking about? Oh, and Demetrius Andrade versus David Benavidez is a fight that Eddie Hearn kind of brought out there. I think it's a fight that they'll probably likely make just to cancel out a guy for Canelo Alvarez to have to deal with. I say go for it. The Demetrius Andrade, David Benavidez fight. I say go for it. What's up, Captain 4G? What's going on? Wait till YouTube send these links out and all that. Wait till the stream get going before we really get to cooking, because Eddie Hearn come out and said that he's interested in Terrence Crawford, but it's always a but. What's going on, Picasso? I see you in the building. Everybody hit that like button as you come on into the building. Teofimo Lopez came out and reacted to boxer fans, right? Boxer fans I guess boxer fans still been kind of coming at Teofimo Lopez. They've been still kind of coming at him. I thought we forgot about him. We let Teofimo, he comes with the territory when you're out here talking shit and then you get your ass kicked. It kind of comes with the territory. He don't seem to be handling it well at all. Versus guys like Conor McGregor who, you talk trash and he gets his ass whooped, he takes his licks and he comes back and act like, nothing didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But Teofimo Lopez reacting to fans, and now people looking at Teofimo Lopez like, hey, what you insecure about? And I guess I'm sure a lot of you seen Teofimo's posts. What did he call it? Public service announcement, right? He called it a public service announcement, and he said y'all want to be like him and all this other shit, right? He can't really handle the criticism from boxing fans, and really, this type of thing comes with the territory. When you're one of those braggadocious, shit talking dudes, it kind of comes to the territory when you get your ass whooped. And now, recently, this is what happened with Tia. It says career's going great. But the rest of me is falling slowly. This is something recent from Teofimo Lopez. And of course, he's been in DMs arguing with guys and doing all types of other shit, and one may say, hey, this is karma for you. I remember at once upon a time, salute to Art Man Boxing, but he told Deontay Wilder to stop being a bitch. So one may say, hey, Teofimo, stop being a bitch. Right? So it's a little bit of karma for Teofimo Lopez. I just wanted to throw this in there real quick before we get this stream going. But yeah, let me go ahead and see, where is it at here? Oh yeah. Let me move this out the way. All right, Keith one time Thurman. Oh man, they've been clowning this guy, man. I can feel kind of bad for Keith. All right, hold up. I feel kind of bad for Keith, y'all. I kind of feel bad for Keith because it's just there's no mercy for him. Look at Crawford. Crawford in the comment section. Hope you guys can see this. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Yeah, okay. Crawford is in the comment section laughing, right? He's laughing right here. Laughing emojis because of what you about to see here. Oh, wait.
One-time Thurman is back. This is my presidential campaign, baby. I am back. Keith One-Time Thurman is back. The welterweight division is back. Because without me, yo, it's been whack. At the end of the day, man, I bring the most exciting fights at 147. The most exciting fights. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Dennis Ugas, with a belt, without the belt. Keith One-Time Thurman is the champion of today. Period. And that's the statement I'm making Saturday night.
And that's what Keith Thurman. Oh, that's what he had to say. He said he is back. And of course, Terrence Bud Crawford reacts. He laughs at it. He's laughing like, bro, that shit ain't, what? Come on, bro. Keith Thurman, they laughing at his hairline. And, a lot of people roasting his hairline. And let's see. He says, bro, come on, man. I mean, at least fight a top welterweight. Then say that. You got to climb back. Yeah, man. Come on. Let's see what else people had to say. Let's get it one time. Time to shine again, bro. His hairline back, too. Yeah, see, look at that. They roasting him. I want to believe you, but it's been so long, and Father Time is undefeated. That's right, man. People want to believe you, Keith. They really do. Even your boy Bushido want to believe you, but we don't know, man. It's been so long. It's been so long. I mean, shit. No real buzz for this fight. No real buzz for it. I see they trying their best to kind of get it out there. But there's no real buzz for it, There's no real buzz for Barrios and Keith Thurman. Also, Keith Thurman lied about this whole glove situation. The whole glove situation, Keith Thurman has lied about it. So let me go ahead and play the clip of what Barrios had to say, because he got asked, good journalism by the guys who's out there in the field, just asking the really good questions, man, because there's be a lot of confusion in the boxing community, and the right people need to be at the right place at the right time to ask the right questions. And this dude asked the right question because there's been a misconception that Barrios wanted some different glove sizes, but Barrios, man, he's in it for the ride. It is what it is for him. Let me play the clip.
For the 10-ounce versus the 8-ounce?
On my part, no. I mean, they said that they wanted 10s, and I was like, all right. I'm not tripping. Only 2 ounces. So I'm good yet. But so yeah, it's gonna be my first time fighting with 10s. But I've been training with 10s whole camp. It doesn't feel like much of a difference than the usual 8 that I'm used to using. So I don't think it's gonna play much of a
Mario
factor.
Because he it seemed to frame it like he wanted the 8 ounces and it was your side who wanted 10 ounces and that was the holdup, but that's not the case.
No.
Yeah.
See, excellent journalism for the guys that's out in the field, right? Because Keith Thurman tried to manipulate the situation to make it look like Barrios wanted the bigger size gloves, the 10 ounces, but in reality, it was Keith Thurman who wants the 10-ounce gloves, right? I mean, what the hell is going on with this guy? He tried to put the blame, because, Barrios ain't really a talker. He's not about to come out and do all kinds of talking and shit, but Keith Thurman is out here manipulating the situation. He's the one that wanted the 10-ounce gloves. Barrios says, hey, it's not really too much of a difference for him. Yeah, man, Keith Thurman, man, I'm questioning if he can actually beat this dude, man. Honestly, I mean, I don't even know if he could beat Barrios, man. We go see. I mean, he's favored to win, and I forgot to do my what if video, so this is kind of gonna. I'm gonna transition to that from this. What if Barrios beats Keith Thurman? I mean, what if Mario Barrios beats Keith Thurman? Yeah, I know it sounds crazy as hell. I know. Sounds crazy. But, I mean, what if he beats dude? You know what I'm saying? Barrios is the bigger guy. He said the problem with the Tank fight, he ain't taking nothing away from Tank. Tank did his thing. Tank can punch. But, he said he really killed himself to really make that weight. And if we see Barrios here, he's bigger than Keith Thurman. So, yeah, he may have better punch resistance. He's not draining himself as much. So we got to kind of give Barrios at least a chance in a fight with a guy like Keith Thurman, who we haven't seen in quite some time. Also, it hasn't been one time in quite some time. So, yeah, depending on how these odds is looking, I'm willing to take a gamble. I'm willing to take a gamble. Depending on how these odds are looking, I think I'm willing to take a gamble. I don't know if I really believe in Keith Thurman right now. I just don't know. You know, you could show us your pad work and all that and all that, but could you still take it? Do you still got that heart, that dog in him? I mean, Keith Thurman always has some dog in him. You know, even though he gets hurt in fights, we know what Keith Thurman's going to do. He's going to find a way to survive. So, but do he still got that? Is Barrios the guy to really do something like that to Keith Thurman? Will Barrios be a better fighter at 147? He was a big 140. Actually, he's like 5'10", 5'11". So I think he got some height to him, as we saw in the picture. What if he beats Keith Thurman? It's like, well, shit. You know? Well, shit. Nobody's giving Barrios a chance, though. Most people got Barrios out of there within 7 rounds. Nobody's giving Barrios a chance, and you know that's just the way that comes with the territory. When we looking at these type of matchups, you know, Barrios got beat by Tank Davis, a guy that he really, you know, a smaller guy. Tank Davis is a stud, but nobody's giving him a chance in this fight. Let's see what these people saying. Let's go, big bro, applying all the pressure. Excuse me. El Azteca is back. He got a fan base. They supporting him. Barrios says the Tank loss didn't really affect him. He got a strong support system. He was in the back in the gym 3 weeks later. And yeah, man, I mean, it's not really much to take away from Barrios. He don't really, you know, he's really a monotone guy, real mild-mannered. Keith Thurman trying his best to sell this fight. I mean, they put $75 ticket on this fight, and it's really uninteresting to fans because of that. You know, if this was something that was going to be on TV for free for everybody to see, then yeah, you know, this would be a really pretty interesting fight just to see where Keith Thurman is kind of coming back. And I'm sure fans are going to tune in and watch it regardless, whether they pay for it or not, you know. But yeah, man, people not being so forgiving to Keith Thurman on his layoff. You know, a lot of people seem to not really believe the shit that he's saying. And rightfully so. You know, what have you done for us lately, Keith? You know, what have you done for me lately? Is the thing, you know, for the people that's coming in, this is what Keith Thurman had to say.
I am back. Keith one-time Thurman is back. The welterweight division is back. Because without me, yo, it's been whack. At the end of the day, man, I bring the most exciting fights at 147. The most exciting fights. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Udenis Ugas, with the belt, without the belt. Keith one-time Thurman is the champion of today. Period. And that's the statement I'm making Saturday night.
Keith, it sounds so good. Look, and then Blair the Flair Cobbs reacts. Talk that shit. There needs to be a mega fight between One Time and the Flair. Big attraction inside and outside of the ring. Blair the Flair Cobbs trying to throw his name to the hat. But I don't think Keith Thurman's looking to fight guys like that. I just don't see it. Of course, Terrence Crawford's here laughing because the shit was funny. Let's see what the people say in reactions to Bud. This is Bud. He don't want no smoke. You think he be letting that washed up Pac-Man working for 12 round driving? He learned to close them lips and let the gloves work. You know, people hopped on that shit quick. Hope to see a vintage Thurman. Let's just fight, homie. Thurman become at old man. His English must not be that great. Yeah, Thurman look old, man. Look at the high hairline and shit. You know, last time people seen him, he had the ponytail, and now he's looking like he need to just let it all go. To be honest with you, it's looking like Keith needs to let it go. And we go see how he looks this weekend against Barrios. You know, we go see how Keith looks against Barrios this weekend. All eyes are going to be on Keith. Unfortunately, there's not going to be too many people that's probably going to be buying this fight. I'll title the event The Get Back. Just title it The Get Back because a lot of them dudes are trying to get back. A lot of them coming off losses too. I think almost all guys with a name on that card as former champions is coming off a loss. Correct me if I'm wrong there. A lot of them dudes are coming off losses. But yeah, well, that was ponytail right there. How is that Thurman Barrios? But then he got the point that they showing old clips and shit. Like, damn. And that's Keith now. Yeah, bro. You gotta let that shit go, bro. Yeah, let it go. Let it go, Keith. Let's see what the comments saying. Salute to everybody in the building early. Hit that like button for your boy. Salute to J Rod in the building. AJ Johnson, Damone Danes. What's going on? Dre the man. What's good? John McSmith. I think he can get past Thurman. He could have been good for once. I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen with this guy. Salute to Baby Juju. Let's see who else in the building. Cats yes. Yeah. John McSmith. What's going on? Yeah, I mean, it's far-fetched Barrios go win. You know how I always do the what if videos. I mean, I've done it before, and these guys won, you know. We go see what Keith got. That's all I can say at this point. We go see what Keith got. I don't think Barrios is necessarily a guy that could. I think he's picked for a reason. It's up to Barrios to show people they made a mistake, you know, and I'll just leave it at that as far as that particular matchup. However, Keith Thurman, there's a lot of crickets for him going into this fight. With Barrios, nobody really seems to care outside of the hardcore boxing community. You know, what have you done for me? It seemed like the sport has passed Keith Thurman by. You know, it seemed like he look up and it's like a whole different thing. You know, if you watch him at the press conference yesterday, he just didn't. You know, it's just different. You know, it's nobody really cares. You know, and Keith Thurman is like the sport has passed him by. It's like, what have you done for me lately? And it's like, okay, let's see what you got because you're talking, but we don't really know if you still really got it. Yeah, that's right, Dre the man. I'm not really interested, bro. And we go talk about Crawford in a second because, of course, Crawford's still the talk. And, you know, when these guys, what's up, Obsidian Line Code Keeper? These guys come out and say, they come out and say stuff like, yeah, we don't know if we can give him the more numbers he wanted, but they ain't willing to put the numbers on the table for Canelo Alvarez. But really what these guys are saying when they say this type of stuff is, they don't feel that Crawford is drawn enough to be getting what they feel that he deserved, basically. You know, that's basically what they're saying without a quote unquote trying to offend the guy. But nobody's willing to take a gamble on him. They don't really seem to be willing to take a gamble on him. If Eddie Hearn was to get Crawford, what would he do with him? I mean, he could potentially put him in a fight with somebody from Golden Boy, something like that, right? But what does Eddie Hearn really have to offer for Terrence Crawford? He's not gonna put him in there with Conor Ben. You know, that's their British guy they're building up over there. They're not gonna do nothing like that. So what is Eddie Hearn? Where's that quote at? Let me get the quote. Yeah, Eddie Hearn ain't go he's not gonna put Conor Ben in there with Crawford, so hold up. Yeah, he had talks with Crawford's reps, and they didn't really get the numbers that Crawford really wants, right? They're not necessarily asking Bud what he wants, or his team Crawford, or whoever, you know, they talking to. All we hearing is that they feel that he's going to want too much, right? They feel that he's going to want too much, and this is what they had to say for those who kind of new to the news. He says Eddie Hearn has revealed that he had talks with Terrence Crawford's reps about potentially working with him. However, he added, I'm interested because he's a great fighter, but I think we will struggle to deliver the numbers that he would want. It's the same thing from a lot of these guys. And really, what really annoys me about this whole situation, right, is that what you go do, right? What you go do? Crawford is here, right? He's the guy that's here. He's here. He's not going anywhere. He has a belt. He's one of the top guys in sport. What y'all go do? What you go do? That's what I'm asking. So you just not go fight him? Nobody's not going to try to work with him. Nobody's not going to try to sign him, right? Or work with him. You're not going to do nothing. You're not going to send him an offer? Because all I'm hearing is a lot of would've, assumptions and obviouslies, and but I'm not hearing any certainties. And this gives like Team Spence, Spence fans and all these dudes. This gives them um just ammo to prolong the inevitable, to hide the fact that Spence been ducking it and just really being a diva about the situation. You know what I'm saying? That's all this really does for me. Yeah, they go do the Anthony Joshua, bro. That's it's the same shit, bro.
Like I said, I'm the big dog at the welterweight division, and he gotta take a back seat and take that 60-40 or 7-30, whatever we give him.
You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that we was hearing for the longest time in regards to this shit. And really, what y'all go do? What you go do? Because a lot of those guys, I mean, how much money do Terrence Crawford really be asking for is the question. They got all these guys that used to have the bag, right? Eddie Hearn got like almost $1 billion to play with. Remember that? Like Eddie Hearn and Al Heyman got like 900 million and shit like that to play with. Well, but y'all don't got like 10 million for Crawford and no for him, like none of that. Nobody got nothing. They got shit for everything else though. So how much money is Terrence Crawford really asked for? Is he asked for like fucking $20 million? Pacquiao numbers, Pacquiao money, because Pacquiao not fucking drawing like that. Realistically, nobody in boxing is really drawing like that outside of Canelo. So you're really taking a gamble with anybody. Keith Thurman this weekend. There's no buzz for this fight, and I highly doubt it does 100,000 buys. I highly doubt it. I'm almost certain it doesn't even do 100,000. I'm almost certain it doesn't do 100,000. And yet everybody say, well, Crawford, how much do Crawford really want? How much are those guys at PBC? Well, how much were they really getting? Because on the surface, they showed these $2 million guaranteed paydays and stuff like that. But on the back end, they're getting a shit ton of money, allegedly, right? How much money is all these dudes really getting? How much money is Terrence Crawford really asking for? Nobody really knows. They just assume that he wants a lot. How much was Bob really paying? Do Bob really got the bag? You know what I'm saying? Because Bob seemed like the only guy that was being able to deal with Terrence Crawford. Everybody else is scared to now. He said Thurman fight against everybody. 25. Salute to Billy Ware. He says, and the real question is, what are they asking Bud to take? That's the real question. Yeah, I mean, what are they asking him to take, bro? What are they asking him to take? What are they really offering? Hey, you ain't lying, Drizzy. That's a tactic. The Spence fanboys will boost Thurman's numbers up in order to duck Crawford. They don't want Crawford fighting nobody. And that's pretty lame. They don't want him fighting nobody. They be so happy when all this shit kind of like falls apart and shit. They be so happy. It's frustrating for me. I want to see the best fight the best, man. That's just more frustrating than anything. I mean, yeah, Bob did hurt his brand, AJ. He did. Bob really, that's why he getting sued. That's why he getting sued. Bob hurt Bud's brand. He hurt his brand. You know what I'm saying? He did. By coming out saying the shit that he was saying. Bob really fucked up Terrence Crawford's potential outside of working with Top Rank. That's what Bob Arum did. He messed up Terrence Crawford's potential outside of Top Rank, and now these other guys are scared to touch him like he's a fucking hornet. You know what I'm saying? They're scared to touch him like he's a hornet. They're scared to touch him like he's a hornet. Yep. Bud's still working though, so somebody gonna have to see him eventually, right? Some people think the fight between him and Spence still needs to build. Hold up, let me get this off the screen. Some people think the fight needs to build between him and Spence still. I say, man, what the fuck are we waiting for? Right? I say, what are we waiting for? Hit that like button for your boy. Hit that like button. Early morning live stream, we go talking some boxing. It seemed like nobody wants to do business with Bud. Seems like nobody wants to do business with Bud. It's not like he don't sell tickets and shit, right? But the pay-per-view numbers is, I mean, it's not like Eddie Hearn does pay-per-view, right? What is he really basing all this off of? Based off of what Bob Arum has said. Based off what Bob Arum has said. Salute to everybody in the building. He says, tell Bud to fight Ennis. You tell Ennis to fight Bud. You tell Ennis to fight Bud. That's what could happen. That'd be a good fight. Tell Ennis to fight Bud. I don't see Boots Ennis knocking on that Crawford though like that. I don't. Let's call a spade a spade. Why should Crawford have to look down to fight Ennis to satisfy some dudes that's scared to see Spence in there with him? Why should he do that? Boots really want to fight, press him. That's it. Press him real hard like he was doing Spence. Like, do the same thing. Nah, Boots ain't gonna do that because Boots is in a good position right now. Why would he do something so stupid? When all Boots gotta do is be patient. He young enough to wait it out and keep fight guys like Custio Clayton, and then his time will be here. Why would he hop in there with Crawford right now? Yeah, they damn about to fuck up their position. They in a really good position right now. If he hopping there with Terrence Crawford, it can fuck him up. I am not saying that it's Bud to go up there and just whoop on the kid and shit like that. I'm just saying it's not a move that I don't think Bozy and them is looking to take right now. Now Spence, oh yeah, we can hop on him. Oh shit, AJ says if Errol beats Ugas and does not call out Bud, I'm done. Yeah, man. And this is a Spence. AJ is a Spence guy. And he's saying it. He's saying, like, look, man, if he don't call this dude out, man, I'm done. And I'm with you, bro. If Spence beats Ugas, he needs to call out Terrence Crawford, man. Actually, Terrence Crawford needs to be in the building, regardless of what happened at the Spence Crawford Porter fight. Crawford needs to be in the building for that fight too. He needs to be in the building for Spence Ugas, and to really try to get in the ring once again to try to make something happen. Whoever's the winner of that fight, and if Errol Spence is the winner, I expect Errol Spence, and Errol Spence fans should expect it too, for him to call out Terrence Crawford next. Everything else is just a filler. What's next? You got the third belt. Let's see this shit with Crawford. That's it, man. That's it. All this shit with Tim Smith and all this shit, man. Errol Spence was like, look, man, we making this shit happen. We go draw the fight ourselves. We go do what we can, and then we probably go end up fighting again anyway. The boxing world is waiting for Spence and Crawford. This is just, I don't know how many times I can really even talk about it. The boxing world is waiting for that fight. They waiting for it. They waiting to put their money down for that fight. We waiting for it. You ask $400, we got it. But all these other pay-per-views and shit, nobody go buy that shit. Nobody's gonna buy any of this shit. This Spence Ugas, this is why that's probably why they taking a long time to decide what they want to do with the pay-per-views. Because that fight is tentatively, I can't even say the word right now, scheduled for April in AT&T Stadium in Texas. It's not an official date yet, Salute the tribe, man. He says Spence ain't beating Ugas, so don't worry about it. Oh man. Hey, I give Ugas a good chance in this fight, bro. I really do. Nobody's giving Ugas a real chance. Hold up. Nobody's giving Ugas a real chance against Spence, bro. But I do. I give Ugas a chance. I'm giving your Dennis Ugas a good chance in this fight with Buddy Arrow. You know what I'm saying? You Dennis Ugas. Yeah, man. Spence still got to get past this guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not even a guarantee, bro. And then, is there a rematch clause? I probably doubt it. I doubt it because Spence don't do stuff like that. But I tell you this, if Ugas don't knock out Spence or really make it dominant, he will get robbed on the scorecards, and they will give it to Errol Spence Jr. for sure. We already know that's going down. But Spence still got to get past this dude. You know, Spence still got to get past him. Salute to J Rod for the super chat. He says, "Show Bushido some love, y'all. Salute the channel. We need unbiased box channels like this. I think Bud still has a few chess moves left, and he is playing it out. Bud will get his turn. Everybody just needs to be patient. Salute to my boy J Rod for the super chat. Always hold your boy Bushido down. Yes, right, man. Show some love to your boy Bushido. You know, I be active out here, man. I'm active out here in these boxing streets. I try to give you guys a variety of different looks and takes and different types of content, man. Show your boy Bushido some love out here, man. I mean, I'm pretty consistent. Yeah, we have been patient enough, though, man. We've been patient enough. And really, it don't seem like Crawford's really... It just seems like everybody else is just not... They're afraid to step the gas on dealing with Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like they're afraid to push the gas on him. Make the fight. Oh, you know what? We go sign Terrence Crawford. We go see what he wants. We go try to work it out with him. We go try to make it the biggest fight for boxing. They're not even trying to be optimistic about it. They don't think Crawford can draw shit. I mean, but if you're willing to make a fight with Porter, a guy that, you know, if you're willing to do all that, then how much is Crawford really asking for? Maybe Crawford should be looking to take a cut, right? Like, you know what? I'll take a little less just to make these fights. You know, who knows? They don't know. Everything is we would offer. You know, they don't know. There's a whole bunch of assumptions and shit like that. James Allen Cooper says Spence is damaged goods and Al Heyman knows it. We don't. Is Spence damaged goods? That's the good question, bro. Is Spence damaged goods? I don't know. You know, we got to see. He looks like he's in good shape. You know, he looks like he's in better condition than he was going into the Pacquiao fight. Going into the Pacquiao fight, he looked at terrible. He looked at really bad. He looked at really bad going into that Pacquiao fight. You know what I'm saying? This is how Spence was looking going into that fight. You know, he didn't look good. He didn't look good at all. Where's the other picture that I got of him in camp looking just frail as hell? Just no nothing. You know, he didn't look good going into this Pacquiao fight. And they probably pulled him out for multiple reasons, not just the eye injury. Spence might be, man. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? We got to see. You know, the biggest Achilles heel for a fighter is inactivity. You know, you got to stay active. At least, you know, a lot of these dudes been off for 2 years at a time and shit, bro. Been off for 2 years at a time. Adrian Broner, where he been at? We haven't seen AB in a minute. You know, AB is a guy who really should have been fighting 4 times a year against straight bums just to kind of get some shit back going again. Nah, it's not going to happen for Broner. You know what I'm saying? He got to figure it out. You know, he got to deal with guys like Conor Benn and shit now. You know, it's a lot of shit, dude. It's a lot of shit. I don't know, man. You know, they say Bud gets hit a lot, but against Porter, as you see here, he looks normal. But Spence after Porter looks like he's been in a war. So, I mean, who's really getting hit and shit? You know what I'm saying? Crawford, actually, if you look at the stats, he's gotten hit less than any of the top welterweights. What the fuck, bro? Man, dude. We go see what happens, man. A lot of people don't seem to like to, they don't really want to seem to deal with him. Salute to Hollow Ninja 10 for the super chat. He says, morning Bushido. Wait, this thing popped up. He says, morning Bushido. Damn. He says, morning Bushido. This Bud and Spence drama, I can't wait for Inoue Donaire too. They still negotiating. Oh, so they negotiating. Yeah, I'm hearing that I'm hearing that Nonito Donaire, I'm hearing that Inoue is looking to become undisputed. So he's probably going to be trying to rematch Donaire to get Donaire's belt, because as we know, Donaire became a champion once again after his fight with Naoya Inoue. He become champion again. You know, Donaire's still out here doing his thing. You know, he's in the right weight class, and he still is a major threat still a major threat to a lot of those little guys down there at bantamweight. But Naoya Inoue is looking to it's all in Japanese. Is the translation on here? Nope. Yeah, he's looking to become undisputed, man. So we go see if that happens for the monster. A lot of people be hating on the monster because of his place in the pound for pound list. But me personally, I think he's a hell of a fighter. And I think he, as a little guy, he's probably one of the best down there. You know, rightfully so. He stops dudes. He got a complete skill set, speed, power, good body work. He has some of everything going for him. Not to mention he's tough as shit. You know, he fought with a broken orbital throughout that whole fight with a guy that was much bigger than he was. I think Donaire on Fight Night had like a 15-pound advantage or some shit crazy. No, it was more than that. He had a significant weight advantage over the monster. The monster fought through the fight and still got the job done, hurt him and everything. He's a real warrior. I don't really care what the haters say about the monster. I'm a fan of the monster, period. You know what I'm saying? Dude is a stud. But he gonna go for undisputed this year. We gonna see if it happens. You know, fight Donaire. Then if you get past Donaire a second time, then go ahead and beat John Riel Casamariel. You know. So yeah, we gonna see what happens for the monster, Naoya Inoue. He says, why is everyone he says, why is everyone so hot to see Crawford Spence? I guess that's the part I don't get. You said, why everybody's so hot? What's that mean? I think that's the fight that boxing fans want to see, bro. I think the only people that don't want to see the fight is the people that don't believe Spence can win a fight. That's what I think. I think the only people that's kind of against that is the people that don't believe Spence can really win it. That's what I think. You know, what you mean? Why people so eager to see the fight? You got guys really saying stuff like that too. The fight needs to build and shit. Like, for what? Build for what, bro? Build for what, bro? You know what I'm saying? Build for what? It's not like Spence on here building a fight, man. He really don't have too much of a social media presence. It's not like he's really building a fight himself. So it's been boxing fans keeping that shit alive for the most part, if I'm honest. It's been boxing fans keeping the Spence Crawford thing alive. You know, the networks don't want the fight. No shit like that, man. So it is what it is, dude. It is what it is, man. Hopefully it happens. Hopefully Spence can get past fucking your Dennis Ugas. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he can get past that guy. But moving forward, Demetrius Andrade. Eddie Hearn has come out and said that he's looking to make that fight with David Benavidez. He's looking to make a fight with David Benavidez. I think that's a really good fight. Really good fight. A lot of respect between both guys. A lot of shit with Boo Boo Andrade. A lot of guys don't really want to seem to deal with him as far as opponents. But we go see if David Benny reacts and really wants to fight Boo Boo Andrade. But this is what Eddie Hearn had to say for those that didn't hear it.
Goal is to get Canelo that Parker for the WO interim. The goal is to get Canelo, but that's going to really happen. What's kind of like the next step? Are you going to kind of try to push for Benavidez fight?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. What we're saying is if that mandatory is not available against Canelo, the WBO and the WBC will agree to a Benavidez against Andrade fight.
And they told you that.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, look, both guys got to accept. Andrade will accept, we accept now. Do you know what I mean? But Benavidez has got to fight Lemieux. He'll win that fight comfortably. And then let's see if he wants to fight Andrade.
Yep. So that's what Eddie Hearn had to say in regards to a potential fight between David Benny and Demetrius Andrade. Of course, David Benavidez has a fight with David Lemieux coming up. Hold on, let me see if I can. Let's see what David Lemieux been doing. It's been a while since we've seen David Lemieux in the ring. Let me see. Not a fight fans really care to see, but I guess it's somewhat of a stay busy fight at this point for David Benavidez. It's been a while since we've seen David Lemieux in the ring. Been a while. Almost like he's about to have a baby now. Yeah, I see you, Dave. I see you. Yeah, David Lemieux. You know, what's this? 15 weeks ago. Sheesh. Been a while. He ain't really got no social media presence too much. Um, Damn, when was the last time we saw that? 2014. Sheesh. I mean, yeah, this is who David Benavidez is fighting. For those who are not familiar with David Lemieux, he's a puncher. He's definitely one of the harder punchers in the sport. However, he lacks in other areas, you know. But he is a vicious puncher. We haven't seen him in a while, man. You know, I don't think David Lemieux has too much of a shot against David Benavidez, who has a decent amount of momentum and can really put it on guys. You know what I'm saying? But Boo Boo Andrade, man, he got to go up and wait to fight Zach Parker. You know, and then hopefully he can get a Canelo spot, but they are already looking at a Benavidez option because they know they likely still won't be able to get Canelo Alvarez in the ring. Maybe Eddie Hearn is doing this to kind of keep Boo Boo Andrade away from Canelo Alvarez. I mean, wow.
Till ain't no real niggas in Rhode Island, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
Hey, you are a horrible fighter, man. You never gonna get that fight, man. You are a horrible fighter. Horrible fighter. Horrible fighter.
I mean, that's the stuff they've been saying to Boo Boo Andrade. You know, he's not gonna get no fight. Everything under the sun. So David Benavidez, I mean, I think if he go up in there and he beat a David Benavidez, I think they can't deny him. I don't think you could really deny Demetrius Andrade if he goes in there and beats. Oh shoot! If he goes up in there and beats David Benavidez, I don't think you can really deny him. You know what I'm saying? It's David Benavidez's last fight. I think the actual matchup between David Benavidez and Andrade is a really good fight, though, because Boo Boo Andrade has good ring generalship. So we got to see how Boo Boo Andrade even looks at 175. I mean 168. I'm sorry, 168. And if he looks strong against Zach Parker, let me see this Zach Parker guy real quick. Let's see this Zach Parker dude. So we can get kind of familiar with who he is, because we never heard of this dude. He's a British guy. I know that. Yeah, Zach Parker right here. He got a blue check mark. I never heard of the guy. Let me follow him real quick. Zach Parker. Let's see what he got. This is a guy that Andrade is looking at. He looks big, right? Like he got some size to him. You know, he's like he got some good skills, good hand speed, some size to him. I believe he's undefeated as well. Let's see what else he got. Yeah, he look like he's pretty big too. Just fighting these guys, right? Just fighting these guys. He ain't got no nothing on here. Where you at, Zach? Yeah, he ain't got no nothing. Okay, here we go. Yeah, he's big. He looks pretty big. Him here on the left. Yeah, he got some size to him. Andrade, go up in there and stop this guy. That'd be pretty impressive. He looks like a strong dude. Yeah, he looks like a strong guy in shape. Just never heard of him, you know what I'm saying? Just don't know much about him. I don't want to play no BT Sports clips. They are extremely strict. Let's see. Yep, that should be a good fight for Andrade as well, leading into a potential matchup with David Benavidez. We already know Canelo Alvarez isn't going to really want to deal with Demetrius Andrade, and they're not going to make him neither. They're not going to make him. So I think the route to take for Boo Boo Andrade would be to potentially get up in there with David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? Get up in there with David Benavidez. But this is Andrade's next potential opponent, Zach Parker, at 168 pounds for the WBO interim title. But yeah, so we go see if that fight happens or what happens with that. Let's see what everybody's saying. Yeah, Canelo, he's talking up some solid fights, but is he gonna take these fights? Are these fights gonna happen? Are we gonna see these fights from Canelo Alvarez? Hey, wait, let's see what else I got.
Like I said, I'm the big dog.
Nope, that ain't it.
You scared?
Nope, that ain't it.
Hey, you are a horrible fighter, man. You never gonna get the fight, man. You are a horrible fighter. Horrible fighter. Horrible fighter.
Hey, that soundbite from Canelo is hilarious, dude. That one and the Jamel Charlo one is
Rhode Island, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
That Jamel Charlo soundbite is the funniest shit ever to me. He went all the way in, and he didn't say nothing, but we not fighting you. But he was going so hard. He's going so hard on dude, and he didn't say nothing, but we ain't fighting you. So I thought that was one of the funniest clips ever. Hold up. I'm trying to see if I can find it. It was just too funny, man. How you gonna be talking all that shit, but then you say we ain't gonna fight you? Canelo talking about you're a horrible fighter, but he just got done fighting Ari Uterman. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on in boxing, y'all? What is going on in boxing? A lot of this stuff's not adding up. Dude's a horrible fighter, but then you just got done fighting a horrible fighter. I mean, what's really good? Teofimo Lopez calling fighters bitches, but then he out here bitching. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez attacking fans because fans is coming for him, and then next thing you know, this is happening. He's coming out with these, this type of shit. But then he was doing this, calling Wilder stop being a bitch. But then he's been doing nothing but bitching. So man, there's no sympathy for you, bro. There's no sympathy for you, bro. There's no sympathy. Yeah, this iPhone bullshit.
Andrade, the pussy ass. You know what I did? I said, all right, we ain't fighting him. We black card him. We put him on the black card, nigga. You ain't getting the fight, nigga. Ain't no money for you, nigga, in this boxing world. You better go represent that bar you tried to open like 2 years ago, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, Rhode Island ass nigga? That shit weak. I fought up there. That shit weak as fuck. Nigga, ain't nobody up there. Chill, ain't no real niggas in Rhode Island, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Fuck out of here. I hate Andrade.
that will never get old to me. That will never get old, and this won't.
Hey, you are a horrible fighter, man. You never gonna get the fight, man. You are a horrible fighter. Horrible fighter. Horrible fighter.
He said, "You never gonna get the fight, man." He said, "You're never gonna get the fight, man." Canelo Alvarez is hilarious with that shit, boy. He said, "You're never gonna get the fight, man." Oh man, but Keith Thurman, has been caught up in a lie for the guys who missed it, right? He claimed that Barrios wanted the 10-ounce gloves, but in reality, it was really him that wanted the 10-ounce gloves for the fight against Mario Barrios. It's been revealed. Keith Thurman has been lying. He's been really pump faking. Crawford's laughing at him. Nobody really seems to think Keith Thurman. Nobody's taking him serious, man. And that's kind of what you get. Boxing as a sport is. What have you done for me lately? And he ain't done nothing lately, but did a lot of talking. He's no longer in the WBC eliminating program. He seems to be pretty upset about that as well. And now he's backtracking on his statements and saying that, yeah, he's looking to fight at the champions and shit again and all this other shit. Really, Keith Thurman is a joke. And if he loses this weekend, good riddance. If he gets his ass whooped this weekend, good riddance, man. I mean, I like Keith Thurman, but nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. So if Barrios whoops his ass this weekend, hey, that's what you get. Because nobody really believes in you anymore, bro. Nobody believes in you. Hey, you ain't. Salute to my boy Dre the Man for the super chat. He says a retired Floyd fought more times than Keith Thurman. Facts, bro. Keith Hairline Thurman. Facts, bro. That's what I'm saying. Then he's coming back doing all this talking. Hold on, let me play the clip again for those who didn't see it earlier. Right? For those who didn't see the clip earlier, Keith Thurman, it has been really, really he been talking a big game. But boxing fans don't really seem to believe him too much. I know I don't believe it. I got to believe it to see it. It's been too long for me to really believe that you will come out here and just the shit he just been talking. He just talk. It sounds really good, though. It sounds really good.
I am back. Keith one-time Thurman is back. The welterweight division is back. Because without me, it's been whack. At the end of the day, man, I bring the most exciting fights at 147. The most exciting fights. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Dennis Ugas, with the belt, without the belt. Keith one-time Thurman is the champion of today. Period. And that's the statement I'm making Saturday night.
Coming off a loss and everything, right? Coming off a loss. It's been 2 years since that loss. The guy that beat him fought, and since then retired. And he just now coming back to boxing. And he expects fans to believe him. He scolds fans for being not just believing that he's going to come back and do anything at all. And that's what happens, man. The sport has seemed to have passed Keith Thurman by, as well as his hairlining. So yeah, Keith got a lot to show this weekend. He has to look almost perfect against Mario Barrios. Let's be honest, he's going to have to look perfect against this guy. It can't be none of that shit of him on the back foot getting hurt or him getting buzzed like he did against a slow Josecito Lopez, or getting hurt to the body like a Luis Collazo, a veteran, a journeyman like Luis Collazo hurting him to the body. We don't want to see none of that this weekend from you, especially since you're doing all this talking and hooping and hollering. So we want to see a flawless performance from Keith one-time Thurman to truly believe that he's back. You could tell he don't believe it, John McSmith. You could tell he don't believe it. Everybody roasting his hairline. I mean, it's been, J-Rod says, I love Keith, but he just holds the division up. Keith loses Spence and has absolutely nowhere to run, which is why I feel that he won't lose if he goes to the cards. Nah, he probably won't lose if it goes to the cards. It's his fight. It's his fight to win. He should win this fight this weekend. However, I've seen stranger things happen in the sport of boxing. I've seen strange things happen. Keith Thurman may go out here and start swinging on Barrios, and Barrios is still there by the 6th, 7th round. Next thing you know, Barrios gets the second win, and Keith Thurman starts to fade. Keith Thurman is usually a front runner, but in the Pacquiao fight, he started kind of late. So Keith Thurman seemed like a guy that's a 6th-round type of fighter or some shit. So I don't know if the Barrios team capitalizing on that. Keith Thurman's in activity. Of course, Barrios also coming off a little layoff, but not as long as Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you look good on the mitts. You look like you got yourself back in some shape because you still take it. Barrios should be a good, tune-up showcase fight for Keith Thurman, but he has to look perfect. I'm not taking anything less than perfect. I'm not. Nope. Especially since he's the champion of the division and all that. Since he's all of that, I'm expecting a champion like performance from Keith One Time Thurman. No, but see, that's what I'm saying, Damone Day. Nobody believes in him no more, bro. Nobody believes in him. Crickets, the post price presser don't seem to be getting buzz. The press conference don't seem to be getting any buzz. Keith Thurman just don't got the buzz he once had, man. And I think it would have been different for Keith if he had to win into a fight with somebody that fans really care about, somebody like Terrence Crawford. Even though it would have been a dangerous, risky fight for Keith, I think it would have been a fight that fans would have been interested in. But nobody wants to see Keith Thurman come up in here and fight Mario Barrios. They just don't want to see it. And then you trying to make us pay for it. My bad. Yeah, you're trying to make us pay for it, which is the killer part. So, yeah, I really people go watch the fight however they go watch it. They go watch it however they go watch it. But yeah, real quick before I close this out, Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez still haven't Valdez not signing a contract, man. Valdez is not signing a contract allegedly. We go see if something happens within the next week or so. But Valdez is not signing a contract to fight Shakur Stevenson. I mean, what the fuck is going on with boxing? We got the ladies fighting, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. They made a fight happen, and it's a big fight. They already had their press conference and everything. You know what I'm saying? But we can't even get this type of fight. We could barely get a Crawford Spence fight. Boxing is annoying. Salute to Peter Frescobar. I see you in the building. Hey, that's right, Pito. He did everything he used to criticize Paulie for. Don't duck me, son. That's right, bro. Like Keith Thurman doing everything Paulie was doing to him. And Spence is kind of doing what Keith Thurman is doing to him. It's like a big old domino effect type shit, man. These dudes, man, boxing get on my damn nerves with that shit, bro. Boxing get on my nerves with that shit. Yep, Keith Thurman scolds fans because they don't believe in him. They don't want a better fight either. That's what he's really mad about. He's mad because this fight ain't really. They see what the projection numbers is going to be. They see that there's no real buzz for this fight. They see that outside the hardcore fans, nobody's talking about this fight. So they already know the numbers are going to do bad. So my question is then what is Keith Thurman getting? What is he asking for? Shit like that for you to make a fight with him against a loser? I don't even want to say that word loser because I don't want to say anybody's a loser. But guys coming off of losses and putting them on pay-per-view cards and shit like that. So why can't you guys make something happen for Terrence Crawford, a guy who's been consistently winning and one of the most consistently dominant dudes in the sport, but y'all don't got nothing for him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't got no nothing for Boogeyman Bud. You know what I'm saying? There's been a whole bunch of nonsense in boxing. But yeah, Keith Thurman has to look good this weekend against Mario Barrios, man. That's just what it is with him. I'm not taking nothing no less than a flawless performance for him. And I'm grading him accordingly. I'm gonna be strict. He can't get hit by no jabs. He can't get hurt to the body. He can't be on a back foot running around the ring or none of that shit. I'm on his ass this weekend. That's what it is. That comes with the territory, Keith. You're doing a lot of talking. We got to see you do some walking. Hit that like button for your boy. I'm out of here. Peace out.